Okay, so basically what we're covering here is how to record the audio in the psychology room here during one of the response sections. So it's pretty simple. The first thing we have here is we have a Rain headphone mixer. And this mixer will allow anybody in this room to plug in one of these headphones and monitor the ceiling mics that are in the room. Okay, so each individual input has your own volume control, and we have 6 inputs here. So up to 6 people can monitor those mics in the room. So you can just select which input you want to be in and adjust your volume as the session's going on. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is done for you as far as the mics being turned on and off. The second thing is that we want to record the responses that the people have in that room. So we want to record their responses. And so basically this small rack unit here, it records onto this SD card. So you're going to insert this card in and make sure it's depressed all the way. You'll hear a little click, and you'll see that the unit is connecting to the card. Once it's connected, all you have to do is press record once, and that'll activate the record mode, and but it'll automatically pause it. So that way you can check the levels, and you could actually adjust the level of the record by this scroll wheel here. Okay, and for now we're going to have it all the way up. And when you're ready to record, you're going to hit record again, and you'll see that it's not paused anymore, and it's actually recording. And you'll see the time ticking up there. So that's how you know you're recording. So if all the headphones are being used in the monitor mixer, you would probably want somebody to take one of the headphones and go into this actual unit so you can actually hear what's being recorded. So that way you have full confidence that you're recording what you want to be recording. You have volume control here. Okay. And you'll be listening to those mics. That's pretty much it. Once the session is done, if you hit stop, it will automatically save the file. Okay? And then when you hit record again, it creates another file and starts from 0 again. Okay? And then that's when you would hit 0 one more time to start the next track. So in essence, these each time you hit record, it sets up a new file on the card. So if you want to separate them by sessions, then that's how you would do that. If you wanted to keep it as the same file, you would hit record again, and it would just pause it. And then when you want to resume, you hit record again, and then it stays on the same track. It doesn't create a new file. It stays on the same file and continues to record. So once you record onto the card, you can see the files that you have there, and you can also play that file and listen out of these headphones, adjusting the volume here, just to make sure that you got what you wanted. Okay, so you can pause it during playback, and it'll continue back. If you hit stop, it'll stop the whole thing, and then you'll have to start over if you want to listen to it again. But that's pretty much it. If there was more than one file here, then you would scroll this to go up and down and select the file that you want to play. So you would highlight that file. I could even create another file here now. Okay, and then if I wanted to listen to that last recording, I would highlight it there. And if I wanted to listen to this one, I would highlight it there. So the scroll wheel will do that for you. And that would be your playback. So once you're done with these files and you're at the end of the day, you've recorded all your sessions, you can see that we have 3 sessions recorded here. Then you can go ahead and eject your card. and then put it into a computer that has a SD card slot. And then the autoplay will open a window where you can view the files and go into the folder. There's a folder that says records, and you see the same file names as you saw on the screen of the recorder. So 0, 001, and 002. And what you would do then is copy or cut and paste into your computer, and then you can do any kind of editing you want, or burn it onto a CD, or put it onto a flash drive, and then the students can take it home. One thing about using the USB stick for this record is you don't want to use a USB stick that you use for your classes, or any other files that you have on there, because this unit will probably want to reformat it to the way that it needs it to be formatted to record audio. So you can't really mix and match your audio records with school files and stuff like that. And so you'll run the risk of not being able to access your other files if you do that. So make sure you're using an independently allocated USB stick to record on here. The 1 gig card would probably give you, several hours of record, and you'll be fine. What I would suggest, because SD cards and USB sticks are so inexpensive these days, 16 gigs, 32 gigs, that shouldn't be a problem. And that'll give you plenty of time to record, and it'll probably only cost you $15, $20. So we're going to be adjusting the lighting in the room. There's LED panels on the ceiling, and the colors are controlled by this little strip button that's below the knob. And each time you depress that button, the color of the lights change. They go from white to green to blue. Then they go into some scrolling colors. And that may or may not change in the future, depending on how the program needs to, what kind of lighting that they actually need in there. So basically you would just scroll through a whole palette of different types of lighting situations, and there's a couple of them that are blinking, and a couple of them that are just scrolling through different colors. You could adjust the intensity by this knob here. So once you select the actual color that you want, then you'll adjust the intensity of the brightness of those lights. Well, this one apparently is only for talking into the room. Okay. And or into the IFB. So there's a wireless IFB that I assume the professor would be wearing, and you could talk instructions to him. So you can tell, if you if you see the screen here, there's 3 different selections here. So if you go to IFB and you press this gray button and you talk into it, no one will hear it except for whoever's wearing that wireless IFB piece. Okay? And then if you put it on classroom, then you'll actually hear it in the ambience of the classroom. So it'll come out of the speakers, but it won't necessarily go straight into your record deck. If you go into IFB and room, then you can talk to the classroom and talk to the person that's wearing the IFB at the same time.